Hello and welcome to UX Shortcast. Every day I handpick the hottest articles from the last 24 hours to bring you the coolest and most exciting updates. Get ready for a quick yet catchy snapshot of what's new and buzzing in user experience. Ready to get inspired? Let's jump in. Today, on February 17th, I have the pleasure of inviting you to another episode of UX Shortcast. Dave Hora, in his piece, Profiling Product Teams and Predicting Research Needs for UX Collective, talks about how to figure out what kind of help teams need when they're making new products. He says teams go through stages, like when they're starting with a fresh idea or when their product is something everyone knows and uses. By understanding these stages, we can guess what a team might need before they even ask. This helps us be better partners, not just people who react when there's a problem. Like with phones, they started as big bricks, and now we can't live without our smartphones. The article's about staying ahead and being smart about helping teams make cool stuff. In Designing Fortune, what can designers learn from the history of tarot? By Gemma Frost, we dive into how the old-school tarot cards can teach modern designers a thing or two. Tarot cards have been around since the 1400s, and they're not just for psychics. They're packed with symbols and stories that reflect life's big themes. Designers can use these same tricks, like using symbols to make things easier to understand, or telling stories to get a point across. The article also talks about how tarot can inspire us to look at problems from new angles, just like brainstorming sessions in design work. So, even if tarot seems like a mystical thing, it's got some practical lessons for creating stuff that really speaks to people. In the piece, How to Motivate Your Team by Tina Golub, we dive into why teams sometimes lose their drive. It's like a hidden enemy that slowly chips away at how well everyone works together and the cool stuff they can create. The article says that when a team's spirit is down, it's usually because of bigger problems in the company. Golub talks about 3 big things that mess with a team's mojo: not having a clear goal, messy ways of doing things, or feeling like you're getting nowhere. When folks don't know why they're doing their job, or how it makes a difference, they lose interest. It's like if you're told to dig holes but don't know why, you'd want to stop digging pretty fast, right? The key is to make sure everyone knows the game plan, has a smooth way to get their job done, and can see they're making progress. That way, they'll feel more in charge, skilled, and connected, which gets them back in the game. In the piece, How Personal Should Personalization Be? By Daily Wilhelm, the focus is on finding the sweet spot in AI personalization. It's like when you get an email nudging you about items in your shopping cart. That feels okay because it's based on what you've already shared. But say a website starts suggesting stuff based on your pet's name, and you never told them your pet's name. That's when it gets too personal, like they're snooping on you. Wilhelm explains that personalization is a hit because it makes folks feel like the service knows them. It's like a shopkeeper remembering what you like. An Epsilon survey mentioned in the article says most people dig personalized experiences and it makes them more likely to buy. But here's the kicker. There's a line between cool personalization and creepy surveillance. The article tells us to keep it helpful without getting all up in your business. Thank you for listening, and I invite you to another dose of knowledge tomorrow.